We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Al Downing is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
In is Torrey Hunter. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Torrey Hunter.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll getting to...
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Maris is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Brian Dozier at the plate, and you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Downing has pitched just under 60 innings, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Mantle calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Now batting, Roy Seaver comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. First offering on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to Gehrig takes care of him, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Bert Blyleven, a native of the Netherlands, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Digging in, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they get put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Alex Rodriguez in the dirt here. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Cano aboard here at first with nobody out. Count still at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Babe Ruth, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now, Mickey Mantle, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 8 home runs, 18 driven in. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Coming to the plate now, Lou Gehrig. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First offering on its way. In there, strike 1. Gehrig is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Second and third, 2 away. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And it's 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate, Bob Allison, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Grounded to short. He's got it. Throw over to Gehrig, and that's out number 2. Stepping up now, Gary Coyote. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now pitch on the way. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Coyote hails from the prairie state of Illinois. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And it's 1-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Stepping in now, Tony Olivo. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Allison has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Bernie Williams.
Striding forward now, Bernie Williams, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Blyleven has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
First offering on its way. The catcher Jorge Posada is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Olivo is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping into the box, Joe Mauer. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mantle is under it, and there's one gone. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. So 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First pitch on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Polanco playing here in his age 26 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 1-1 home.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 is strike 2 swinging. One out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Mantle is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the center fielder, Torrey Hunter. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just short, hit hard. Throw on to Gehrig, takes care of him, and that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Grounded to third. And a good throw gets him. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Digging in now for the Yankees, Robinson Cano. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Rodriguez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
And it's fouled away. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Brian Dozier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count. Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now to the plate, Roy Seaver. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. So far this year against Southpaws, Seaver is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. So far on the year, Seaver is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Comes set. Now the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Line drive to center field. Mantle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 4, Bob Allison.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bob Allison. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 50th pitch of the game on its way.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Count now a ball and a strike.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Standing in now, Gary Coyote. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
2-1.
2 balls, 1.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. So coming to the plate, Babe Ruth. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
3-2.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that than really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mickey Mantle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he fouls this one off. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Stepping in, Lou Gehrig. Here's the first pitch to him. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Roger Maris.
Settling in now, Roger Maris. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. On the ground for Dozier at second. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. Still down 3-0. Striding in once again, Tony Olivo.
Looking up for the Twins, the right fielder, Tony Olivo.
First pitch on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now. Well struck down the right field line, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Little dribbler up the first baseline, but that one rolls foul.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Tony Olivo goes down for the first out in the fifth inning. At the plate now, Joe Mauer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Torrey Hunter, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First and second now, 1 man out. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter number 2.
Striding in, Brian Dozier. He's set. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Right to him. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Twins are in front, 3-0. In now, Bernie Williams. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Ball 2. 2-0 count. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Posada flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 home. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And another foul ball. On the ground for Dozier at second. Throw to first to be in time to get Posada 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
So digging in now, Derek Jeter. First offering on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail in this one 3-0. Now Roy Seaver 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Seaver.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Swing and a ball hit foul, as this will find the seats in right. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Well, ball 3, and the Twins would love to get this inning started any way they could to get that leadoff guy on.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Minnesota.
Ready for another chance? Max Kepler 0 for 2 for him to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 4, Bob Allison.
Bob Allison will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Now here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Gehrig takes care of him, and that will end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Alex Rodriguez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder.
Stepping in, Babe Ruth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
2 out, nobody on. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Andy Pettit is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Andy Pettit.
Seventh inning, ready to roll, and set to go is the third baseman, Gary Coyote.
Gary Coyote.
Pitch on the way. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Tony Olivo is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. There he goes. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
To the plate now, Joe Mauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Misses, ball two.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Lifted down the line in left.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. There's one to Gehrig for the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
2 outs here with a runner at third. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in now, Torrey Hunter. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Riggs comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
The batter number 2, second base.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Riggs, a California-born ball player. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 3 runs already home here. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 2-2.
3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Twins do strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 6 and the Yankees nothing. Ready for another shot now. Mickey Mantle. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Three and 0 now. High chopper over to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh and 1. Here it comes.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Roger Maris is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
At the plate, Bernie Williams. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home. His fastball taken high for a ball. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jorge Posada would be next. The 3-0 pitch.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now at the plate, Jorge Posada, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him out away with a called strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
1-1 the count. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Right side. Dozier has it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Roy Seaver.
Roy Seaver.
Now the pitch. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Max Kepler is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Bob Allison, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted in the air out to center field. Mantle is there. 2 gone. Into the box now, Gary Coyote. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mantle is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Twins 7 and the Yankees nothing. Next for New York, Derek Jeter. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Now a curveball misses inside.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And the pitch on 2-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hunter giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Robinson Cano. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Line towards center field, and that'll get down in front of Hunter, a base hit.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started, but when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health, and the wear and tear on his arm might have to take him out of this one really soon.
In now, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Right side hit hard. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The right fielder, number 3.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Jim Perry answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 31, Jim Perry.
Standing in now, Babe Ruth, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping into the box, Mickey Mantle. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Michael Pineda enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the outfielder Tony Olivo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Pineda is facing his old colors in this one. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in once again, Joe Mauer. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Here comes the 0-1.
1-1. That's in. Ball 2.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And the count will be full. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now. At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Pitch on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ruth is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Twins 7 and the Yankees nothing. Ready once again, Lou Gehrig. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0. And the pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Standing in, Roger Maris. From the stretch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Reined in. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Striding forward now is the DH, Bernie Williams. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count is 2-1.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3. The Yankees down to their final out, and standing in, the veteran switch hitter Jorge Posada. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball back now.
The bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Minnesota get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Bert Blyleven wins his 3rd of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins,